melee champions alongside you. They're all getting that move speed. You're hitting people with Ricochet. And I think the other thing I will add to that is that Sivir plays mid waves way better than a champion like Jhin. I think you do have kind of that infinite wave clear. Regretting the buy now, you know, you go Swifties to obviously be able to shrug off some of the slows coming through from the Electro Harpoons and to really be able to punish, but they could easily dive this, I think. I think he has pretty much no chance to get out.
Early subjugate possible from Elioya. There he goes as they look for Driver under the tower. No escape. Alvaro tanks it perfectly, and MKOI on the board.
Nicely done by MKOI. They really punished Driver. Over-aggressive on the teleport TP angle, and we'll see if they even want to fight this, because they are a little bit late to show up, and it's going down pretty quick.
Yeah, first grab already gone here for Ginger. Alvaro and Super trying to come across. Driver is there to defend, as are Kaiwing and Doggo. Elioya on the red buff right now. Super was looking for the steal with the Boomerang Blade, but can't find it. CFO seem to be happy with just getting the objective.
As you say, that objective feat is going to be taken, but not going to be able to get the Void Might spawn, which is always really nice to be able to add in.
The stack is always important. Even if you scale evenly with your opposition, you just don't want to give them opportunities to force you into a fight if you don't want to take it. And by getting the second Drake, you make sure that CFO can't force you into a soul point fight too early. Jojo coming across, the TPs come out from Hongq down towards that bottom side. Kaiwing with the Sun, True Shot Barrage going out as well as Ginger looks at the smite but can't get it. Hongq looking for the flank here as Jojo goes forward, flashes away from CFO. Ginger in with the Crescent Guard and they dive onto Elioya, but Elioya heals so much with the Subjugate and survives by flashing out. MKOI on the retreat, but CFO won't find anything more. Alvaro looking for those gank paths, but great vision control from CFO. Elioya going down towards bot as Driver no longer has a flash of his own. Does have the Unstoppable Onslaught and can just walk away for now. Ginger coming across. Unstoppable Onslaught goes in. Elioya's going to get knocked up with the Decimating Smash. Subject coming out as well as Elioya has no flash, but look at him bonking down Ginger. Crescent Guard comes out. Ginger in the middle of his own ultimate will survive. Base seal from Jojo Pun. Ginger flashes away. Jojo flashes back, but Driver gets the double.
Get that lethal tempo, I think, stacked up as it looked like he had, and was just whacking away, but couldn't actually quite get the kill. Jojo was going in for that initial trade with a Soul Unbound. That expires. Elioya is still kind of in there briefly by himself in the 1v2. You know, it's just in slow-mo.
Their reaction speeds are just out of this world. It's like the Flash trying to...
No, the reactions are actually really slow. It's just the game's even slower.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Explains why I've never got past Master.
Exactly. You're not playing on the pro mode.
Exactly.
It was slow-mo like that. That missing flash, and maybe a bit of an overcommitment there, you know, from Elioya. He kind of stand and fought, and Jojo obviously there to try to back him up. Is going to be able to just snap back. We'll see if he can actually chase after him, though.
Jojo's just dead! The Fate Seal, I believe, was still a second off cooldown. Didn't quite come up, and great play from Hongq. Solar Flare's going to land onto Alvaro, who pops the Unbreakable Will, flash away from the Zenith Blade, but still caught by it. Super's now running for the hills as Kaiwing continues to chase him. The Ignite down into the Flash Shield of Daybreak. Wind becomes Lightning. Ginger looking for it, but Elioya's killed off Kaiwing. Hongq coming in from the side as well as Elioya tries to get away. He's going to have to flash. Alvaro forced back to the base as well. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Driver is absolutely decimating Mirwin, even with the Equalizer down. The roar of the Slayer and the Soul Furnace. Driver brings down the axe and gets the solo bolo.
Nicely played by Driver, waiting out the scrap shield there, cancels his auto, so he's not spending that damage into the shield. As soon as it expires, goes forward, knocks him down. They even have the Herald in the mid lane. CFO is getting out of control now in this game one, playing with tempo so incredibly well. Look at top lane also. Hongq is already ahead. He's going to get a tier 2 solo gold off of this. No one is even moving to respond from MKOI. Instead, they're going to head towards the dragon here, but it's only the second dragon, and CFO is going to get monstrously up in gold.
They're dazed. MKOI are on the ropes right now. They're trying to find anything they can on the map, but CFO are just landing jab after jab. Driver's going to step in here, doesn't have the Unstoppable Onslaught. Jojo jumps onto Ginger. The Dragon secured, base seal as well, even with the Crescent Guard down, Ginger's going to die. Kaiwing looking for the flank position here as Hongq's going to TP in. Mirwin's coming in with his own teleport, but doesn't have the Equalizer. Doggo jumps across the wall and has to do Arcane Shift away. Hongq looking for that flank. Solar Player flashed away from... Hongq needs to be a little bit careful. Decimating Smash hitting the Zenith Blade just short. The Rhylights from Hongq is going to get the slows down, but MKOI will be able to retreat as by.
One's going to be able to answer him bot. It's more solo gold here given over to Hongq. He is getting ridiculously far ahead. The Soul Laners making all the difference so far in these early minutes of game one.
Let's try and take away this Artican.
Kaiwing.
Doggo jumps in. KOI on a good flank position, and Hongq dives in immediately with the solar flare coming out. Jojo is deceased, and now Alvaro might suffer the same fate. Hongq looking for that flank, isn't going to go for it. Alvaro has to pop the ultimate, and CFO will get the kill and get the Autocon as well.
Yeah, just great vision control, great placement here from KOI, you know, sitting over. It is this ward that really kind of made all the difference up on that top side. You know, he sees Jojo approaching, he's in that side brush, they control the vision, he goes immediately in. Hongq's there to follow up, no chance for Jojo to get anything done.
Through that spell shield from the Sivir, the Drake's going to be secured by CFO. Second of the game, Chem Soul is the name of the game in this one. And, I mean, will really help with later game fights if you have that extra damage reduction. Then
for Alvaro.
Yeah, I mean, Alvaro has been an absolute beast this MSI, but even this might be a little bit of a road too far as he jumps onto Driver, equalize onto Doggo as well. There's a trample stun as they try and turn it around, but with the unstoppable onslaught, Driver's able to distract MKOI. Should be able to pick up the Scion here. He puts the shield down in the end. Super still chasing, will get the shutdown. 800 gold in his back pocket.
There you go, Preda Alvaro comes over the wall there, is able to help turn it around. And now they can even push forward here, maybe take the tier 1 off the back of that. And just like that, the gold lead becomes much more manageable. We were talking about 5K, now it is under 3K here. MKOI
game, but can still do a lot of work on the backline as Hongq and Driver are going to start up this Baron.
Yeah, and they haven't spotted this yet. Junja is showing on mid lane intentionally, and KOI is trying to zone them out, say, hey, we're not on it, but it is going to be spotted now.
Alvaro goes in, KOI stunned up. And look for the solar flare turnaround, good double knock, and Fate Seal's going to land onto 3 as well. The equalizer comes down, and it's super untouched so far through this fight. Alvaro trying to get onto the back line. It's a double for Mir when his Driver falls. True Shot Barrage not going to do too much as MKOI is still very healthy. Junja, Hongq, and Doggo have to try and hold on to this because otherwise MKOI will be looking at that Baron very greedily.
Get themselves into a position where they're losing a lot of HP to that Baron. Hongq was already missing a third of his HP. KOI was posturing so aggressively, and he just goes down without...
Alvaro chunked out a little bit. Baron down to 10,000. Jojo not here, currently sitting on the blue buff. He's going to teleport across as he secures that for MKOI, but that Baron's down to 6,000 HP. Jojo looking for that base seal, doesn't have it for a while. Alvaro goes in, doesn't get the knock-up, and Alvaro's down. Doggo gets the kill. Junja still sitting on that Baron. It's only at 5,000 HP though. Fate Seal about to come back up in 9 seconds time. Equalizer still available. Subjugate still available. On the hunt, coming back off cooldown as well as Alioya steps up, but Doggo untouched so far. Driver's been subjugated as Jojo Pyun looks for the Scion. Baron secured. Fate Seal onto the back line. The Equalizer doing a little bit of work on the KOI as Junja now dashes in. Crescent Guard coming out. Junja will survive through it. Mirwin knocked up with a decimating smash, and Doggo comes in for his second kill of the fight. It's Hongq actually secures it in the end. MKOI forced away the Baron for CFO. CFO can just walk right into this base. MKOI now 5,000 gold behind after only a couple of minutes ago being within 2K. They're going to lose an inhibitor on this bottom side. MKOI will try and defend through mid, but the tier 2 at least is gone as Driver raises it to the ground. A 6,000 gold lead.
Slam into the pillar and stop, but yeah, he just bounced off that thing like a pinball.
Fast and Furious 2, I believe that one. Was it 3 was Tokyo Drift? I can't remember.
Man.
One of them.
Hit the nos and
it's about family, that's all that matters.
Family.
Okay? As CFO will make this dragon their family. 6 Drakes taken so far in this game.
Making it their family if they killed it. Much of an issue for him as long as he
vision.
has. Oh, he's
jump swords, Doggo misses everything, and the solar flare connects. Alvaro's going to try and save his mid lane, who has to flash away. The damage goes down onto Doggo and Driver, and you can see what the Ricochet can do here. Junja goes in with the Crescent Guard, looking for Hongq here. Has that Emperor's Divide, Equalizer back down. Jojo going back in. Alvaro knocks Hongq back, and he just delivers them. Here you go, CFO. 4 coins on a silver platter. Jojo the last man standing, but Hongq just sweeps them away.
Alvaro betrays the team there. Thought he had a pick onto Hongq, but just ends up delivering him onto the head of Supa. Thank you very much. He'll take the ultimate, and he's going to take game 1 as well.
Some delicious sushi there for the Flying Oysters. Pretty dominant performance all round from the LCP's #1 seed. MKOI left rattled, left battered and bruised, as CFO have shown they're not here to lose, they're here to play.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.